Alrighty guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So after the Charlotte Hornets trading terrors here, it's looking like they're going to be trading a lot of their veterans at the trade deadline. And it's looking like they're actually going to start rebuilding the right way. So that's what we're going to do in today's video. We're going to rebuild the Charlotte Hornets, and we're going to basically trade some assets at the trading line and completely retool this team and rebuild them the right way, like I said. So there's a lot of people, and when I mean a lot of people that could be traded at the trade deadline for this Charlotte Hornets team, like including like Miles Bridges, according to like Gordon Hayward, PJ Washington, maybe even Nick Richards. Like there's a lot of guys contending teams would love to have on this team. That's what we're going to start doing. So I will see you guys at the trade deadline to start maybe blowing up this team a bit and see what we can get for our veterans here. So we are stopping at the trade deadline right now. We're 15-35 on the season. So like I said, we're going to start making trades, go ahead and start the tanking and start loading up draft picks, lottery picks for this team. So the first player I think I'm going to start trading, or we could buy out somebody, which that might actually be done with Gordon Hayward or Kyle Lowry, which I'm going to try. This is the I'm going to trade finder real quick and see what I can see if anything pops up for these guys. I doubt it will, but we can at least try. Let's start with Gordon Hayward first, and let's see what we can get. So, obviously, teams. It's not going to be the most realistic offers in the world, definitely. So you might just go ahead and just buy him out. As you can see, the Nets offering me Ben Simmons and Trent Watford. I don't see them, moving on from Ben. I just don't see it happening. We have the Dallas Mavericks, offering me Tim Hardaway and Maxi Kleber. Still a trade that I just don't, I don't know, just something about it. As you can see, we got the Kings offering me Harrison Barnes and Kevin Huerter. I don't think they would do that either for a big contract like him. And then, yeah, there's not really the most realistic offers. The Bulls offering me Zach LaVine, but it's not the most realistic offers. Let's try and trade Kyle Lowry. Might just have to release him, and like I said, buy him out. Maybe a team would want to take him on. So, as you can see, Kyle Lowry, let's see. So, once again, not the most realistic offers. The Mavericks could have interest in a backup point guard him like that, but they would most likely have to trade Tim Hardaway Jr., which, he's been playing outstanding for them, which I don't see them, trading him unless they're getting, a really good player from him. And I don't think Kyle Lowry really fits that. And yeah, I just don't think the contract is worth it trading for and stuff, so we might just have to buy him out. So let's start with we're gonna go ahead and release, the guy that a lot of teams would love to have, and that is Gordon Hayward. We're gonna go ahead and try and, buy out his contract, and yeah, that's gonna be the thing we're gonna do. So Gordon Hayward hopefully signs with a team that can help him. So let's go ahead and also buy out Kyle Lowry. Let's release him into free agency, and let's buy him out. So I'm gonna buy out those two guys, and then yeah. So Kyle Lowry and Gordon Hayward are officially gone. They can go ahead and sign with a team that can help actually contend. And now let's start with actually trading Miles Bridges, because I definitely think a lot of teams have interest in him, and I felt we got the perfect trade for Miles Bridges. And let's go to that trade right now. So Miles Bridges, I feel like some teams would have interest in him. 20.5 points per game, 6 rebounds, 35% from three. And one team that is expected or does have interest in Miles Bridges is actually the Phoenix Suns, which I can definitely see the interest here. Obviously, they need another guy because, the role players haven't been that great. As you can see, the depth isn't really still the best. Grayson Allen has been great, a great addition. Gordon Hayward, Eric Gordon has been a great addition. Bol hasn't really got any minutes, and the rest of the guys haven't really been that great, if we're being honest with ourselves here. So let's see if we can, send the Miles Bridges and help him go contend with the Phoenix Suns. And it's just a little, probably have to be in the trade. He's not expiring, but he can help us maybe for the future. Or we can just trade him, later down the line. And then let's also say they go ahead and trade, let's say it's Keita Bates-Job, a guy that hasn't really been that great for the Suns. So let's say it's just a little Keita Bates-Job for Miles Bridges here. We can just take these guys on. But if we can get like a pick swap as well, this next pick swap, that would be great. So let's say if we can get a first round pick for Miles Bridges, that would be great. So let's say it's a little Keita Bates-Job and a pick swap for Miles Bridges, and they are going to want Ish Smith in a second. They'll give me Jordan Goodwin. I really don't see the point of this, but sure. So we basically get a first round pick from Miles Bridges. They get Ish Smith. We get Jordan Goodwin for some reason. I guess he's younger, stuff like that. But welcome to the team. All you guys probably gonna stay here for a long time. So Now that we got 3 of our guys out of here, our rotation is looking like LaMelo, Bouknight, Brandon Miller, PJ Washington, Mark Williams, Nick Richards, and Steve Little, Cody Martin, Jordan Goodwin, and then, yeah, these guys out of the rotation. So I think one thing we could do if we really wanted to is we could look to trade PJ Washington if we can get a first-round pick for him, which I don't know if he's really worth unprotected first. Nick Richards, maybe. I mean, teams would have interest in the both of these guys. One of these guys would probably have to be traded as well. But let's throw them in the trade finder and see. I know the Mavericks would have interest in PJ Washington as well as Nick Richards. So, the 76ers. Let's see. I mean, we can make a trade with the Mavericks. They're offering Maxi Kleber and Rashawn Holmes for him. I mean, he's still pretty young, still some potential. I mean, he hasn't really got better. I mean, after the 2020 to 2023, he hasn't really got better. So I'll be okay with trading him for like a first. That has to be a first round pick, though. So Peter Washington, Maxi Kleber, and Rashawn Holmes. Let's see if we can squeeze a first round pick out of them as well, 2028. This might be too much, but let's see if we can get it to go through. And they are gonna want to first. They'll give me okay. I mean, I don't really want to do like a swap thing here, so maybe let's see if we can just keep Washington for Sean Holmes and let's say 2028 first round pick. I feel like this would be pretty fair in my opinion. And they want 2 seconds. They'll give me Seth Curry as a throw-in. I don't really want Seth Curry, but I guess if you guys want second round picks, I guess if that's the only way to get the trade to go through, sure, we'll take on Seth Curry. Don't know really why they're offering me Seth Curry and Jordan Goodwin. The Suns did too, but it's whatever. We get first round picks, and that's all I wanted. So now we're officially starting the tank. Our team is going to be pretty bad, but like I said, I'm locked in on this core of LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, and Mark Williams. I'm pretty sure this is what the Hornets want to do in real life anyway. So your rotation is going to be pretty bad. Just a reminder here: so LaMelo Ball, James Bouknight, Brandon Miller, Gidey Shaw, Mark Williams, Nick Richards, Steel Little, Cody Martin, Seth Curry, and that's your rotation. It's the worst rotation I ever saw. But it's fine. We're probably going to be really, really trash. But like I said, this is what I want to do, and eventually this team is going to win a championship. Hopefully. So Jokic is the MVP, Rookie of the Year, Victor Wembanyama, 6th Ben Russell Westbrook, Defensive Player Wemby, Most Improved Kobe White, Clutch Player Giannis, Coach you're going to Michael Malone here. So I'll be a first team, I'll be a second team, then I'll be a third team. Don't see LaMelo Ball, probably because he missed a lot of games with an ankle injury. But obviously we weren't in the playoff race at all. We were one of the worst teams, at least I think so. We were the 13th seed. We went 27 to 55 in the season. So yeah, we were honestly pretty bad, which is as expected here. We're gonna make at least some moves in the offseason. This should be like a quick turnaround. I'm not gonna make this video too long, but yes, what we're gonna do here. So we traded a lot of our guys that I just we traded a lot of people. So this might be a little difficult, but we should. I'm ready for it. So the Clippers go on to win the championship. The Suns get eliminated in the conference finals. To the Clippers, but LeBron's winning. I'm gonna override that because he might want to play with his son, obviously Bronny James. But heading into the draft lottery, we should have a pick, unless we should have a pick, right? Okay, yeah. So pretty sure that pick 4 via Charlotte is ours, but I could be wrong. And yeah, so it's looking like or I have to do some read. I'm pretty sure we have a pick in the draft. I'm pretty sure we do, unless yeah, we have pick 6 Hornets. I don't know why I didn't see that. I don't know, no clue why I didn't see that. But looks like I didn't see it. But we have pick 6, which I kind of want to hire, but I guess we can add a rookie to the team. Which, I mean, I really, as you can see, I really wanted one of these guys, either Alex Sarr, Isaiah Collier, or Ron Holland, but, yeah, I actually really want Alex Sarr, but we can't get him, sadly, so, Steve, I'll keep all these guys. It really doesn't matter too much, so, nobody we can trade before draft night. We can trade Seth Curry for, like, a second if we really want to. We can trade Cody Martin, which I might actually do that here, so Seth Curry will be going to maybe a team that can help them win, so the Pistons are offering me their second from this year and a pick swap for Seth Curry, which I'll go ahead and do that trade with them. We can get Seth Curry out of here, and then Cody Martin will be the next guy. Then I'm gonna chill on the trades for a sec. So let's go ahead and hop into the draft. So pick number 1, Alex Sarr goes to the Wizards. Number 2, Ron Holland goes to the Bulls. Number 3, Collier goes to the Spurs. Number 4, we got Stephon Cassell going to the Thunder. We got Adem Bona going to the Pistons. But we can take Matt Buzelich, Jacoby Walter. I feel like Jacoby Walter would be the best guy to get since we don't really have a starting shooting guard, obviously. Nick Smith, I like him better as like a backup point guard in my opinion, but you know, I think taking a shooting guard is the best option here. Welcome to the team, Jacoby Walter. So he'll be our starting shooting guard of the future. We can take a power forward here and Bobby Klintman as well. Also have another first, which I'll go ahead and take. Kevin McCullough, so I'll take him, and that'll conclude my draft. So I'll sign or draft all 3 of you guys. Team play options, we have Mark Williams, I'm accepting that. Rashawn Holmes accepts. Keita Bashab declines. Jordan Goodwin, I'm gonna decline. JT Thor, I'm gonna accept him. Qualifying offers. Amari Bailey, sure. I mean, if he can not really the guy that want to be here for a long time, but sure. And we have no important free agents. We have not that much money as well, so. Melo Ball is point guard. Like I said, I'm going to move Nick Smith to the backup point guard. He stays the same, so Nick Richardson will be the backup point guard for now. And then we'll have, Jacoby Walter, James Bugnay, Kevin here. We have Brandon Miller, Cody Martin, Nathaniel Little, Bryce McGowan. We have Bobby Clement, JT Thor, Mark Williams, Nick Richards, and Rashawn Holmes. So, alright, I kind of like what we built here. So hopefully Nick Smith can develop. Hopefully Bugnay can develop into the guy that I want him to develop in. Cody Martin might not be here for a while, and then JT Thor. So we might just roll into the season just like this, praying that Bobby Klintman could do something for us. We might sign a power forward just in case. I mean, not really any options I love here, so we might just roll into the season like this. To be honest with you, so not the best, starting 5 that I would love, but I mean the power forward position is the most questionable that's here right now, so I'm not going to make a trade. I'm not going to trade anybody right now. I just want our guys to develop, and then next year we can start, pushing even more, maybe, but this year is going to be just, getting all of our guys back. So LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller, these guys are and then Mark Williams, these guys are going to be the future core, definitely, like I said. Then Nathaniel Little, Rashawn Holmes, Nick Smith, JT Thor, and, all these guys are going up, which is great. Kevin will most likely be in the G League, and the guys aren't getting minutes will be in the G League, so they can, be NBA ready when we need them to be. So I'll download the draft class, and I will see you guys in rotation. Hopefully LaMelo Ball doesn't, request a trade since we're so bad, because we're going to be bad for a while before we start contending. But hopefully it doesn't take that long. But your rotation heading into the season is LaMelo Ball, Kobe Walter, Brandon Miller, JT Thor. They want to start, which is interesting, which I'll leave it. Mark Williams, Nick Richards, little Cody Martin, Rashawn Holmes, and then Nick Smith out of the rotation, which I'm running a 10 rotation. I'm getting Nick Smith Jr. in the rotation. Bugnay is out, Bobby Klintman is out, and Kevin is out. So I'll send Kevin to the G League, and then we can't really send anybody else. I'm gonna have to sign somebody if I want to do that, but I'll leave it the way it is. I will see you guys at the end of the season. I don't plan on making any more trades. There's really no point right now. So at the end of the season, we actually made the plan as the 9th seed. We have to play Philadelphia, so we might actually make the playoffs, which is as time as this team might be ready on. We just have to start making more moves. But yeah, as you can see, we had 23 from LaMelo, 17 from Brandon Miller, 16 from Mark. We have 14 from Jacoby, 10, and then 8. So yeah, I mean, Philadelphia, can we beat them? And no, we cannot, which is fair. We might be in the lottery again, but it's okay. We can add another young rookie, which is something I love. Let's go into the draft lottery here, though. So, the Thunder won the championship. And let me do this one more time, because I don't think I saw us, and I don't know, that via Charlotte Spurs pick, well, let's just see, hold on. And it's looking like we are not going to have a first-round pick, unless we check, unless I see one, which is looking like we are not going to have a first-round pick this year. Maybe because we made the playoffs, I'm not quite sure. That pick might actually go to us, so I'm going to try to do some research, but I don't know, it might, I'm going to try to do some research, we'll see. Okay, so the pick actually does go to us. The pick is actually top 14 protected. So we are going to go ahead and get that pick from the San Antonio Spurs. That's amazing. We get the pick. We get pick 10 in the NBA draft. So pick 10 isn't really a big thing, but, we haven't got any draft look in the whole video, so it's whatever. Let's go ahead and draft that pick 10. Anybody would be great because we need to upgrade immediately. So Dylan Harper, we got Ian Jackson, Bryson Tucker. let's just go ahead and skip. Cooper Flag fell. Okay, there's no way he fell that far, right? Or I see Cooper Flag fall to like 6 or something. Or he fell to like 4. How did the Pelicans, Lakers, or the Rockets not take Cooper Flag? I don't know how they didn't, but you know I don't know who just got him. The Hawks just got really lucky there. Wow. We can take VJ Edgecombe, we can take Drake Powell, we can take Trey Johnson, Carter Knox, or Floyd. VJ Edgecombe would honestly be the most ideal guy to get another guard. I mean, I feel we can get a power forward more than anything, and I don't see it. So we're gonna have to either look in free agency. We can take VJ Edgecombe. I know he's really good, so I'm either leaning towards VJ Edgecombe, Drake Powell, or Trey Johnson, which obviously we can use a guard. James Bouknight hasn't really developed at all for us. I tried giving him minutes, didn't provide much. But I mean, 7 points, not really efficient enough. So we might, maybe, or we can take, like I said, the small forward, Drake Powell. I'm gonna go with VJ Edge, or what if he takes what if he takes Jacoby Walter's spot? He might be a higher overall than him now that I think about it. So we might not need another guard. I'm going with Drake Powell here. So Drake Powell, welcome to Charlotte. I'm not gonna go back to that years taking guards. Drake Powell ends up being a 75. VJ Edgecombe ends up being a 77. It's whatever. So Drake Powell, welcome to the team. Brandon Miller, Mark Williams, Nick Smith Jr., Bobby Klitman, I'm going to accept. Kevin, I'm actually going to decline. Qualifying obviously have James Bouknight, and heading into free agency here, Jason Tatum, and we have $37 million in cap to spend, so $37 million. Tatum would be a dream scenario, but he's not coming to Charlotte, and it's not saying that right now. Obviously, we're not a big free agency destination, but I mean, if we can get somebody, that'd be nice. But if you take a look at the power forwards here, we got Tatum, Evan Mobley. We might not. We could offer him a contract, but he's probably going to be matched. Pascal Siakam, Miles Bridges, I'm obviously not bringing. How did he do in Phoenix? Let's see. How did Miles Bridges do in Phoenix? 18 points, and then he signed with Toronto. So they gave up a first-round pick for nothing, basically. So Jalen Johnson or Jonathan Kuminga would be the best options to get. Jonathan Kuminga 19.4, 31% from three, not really efficient. Jalen Johnson, I mean, not really stand out to me that much for a guy that can keep long term. But I know Kuminga turns into a really good guy. I'm not quite sure about Jalen Johnson, but I'm interested in signing Jonathan Kuminga here. So I'm gonna offer Evan Mobley a contract, and I'm gonna offer Jalen Johnson a contract, and I'm going to offer Jonathan Kuminga a contract. So let's see who gets matched. So Evan Mobley, obviously, he is going to get matched, which is fair. Definitely saw that one coming. Jonathan, hold on, I'll offer him a contract again. Yeah, I'll offer them something again. So now let's offer a contract to Jonathan Kuminga. Not quite sure. We can also sign somebody else if we really want. We don't have to go after a power forward, but that's the main position that I want to go after. Like I said, so we can move a small forward there. Maybe we can move Franz Wagner there. No, I'm not gonna do that. So okay, so let's offer Kuminga a contract now. Let's see what they say. Are they gonna match it? And okay, we get Kuminga, which is fair. So we get Jonathan Kuminga. Welcome to Charlotte here. So we'll have LaMelo, Kobe Walker, Brandon Miller, Jonathan Kuminga, and Mark Williams. So I like it. It's pretty good. I'm not 100% on it, but I like it. That's all I'm gonna say. So need a backup shooting guard. I'll sign, Sam Morrell, and that will most likely be it. Really. I'll see you guys in player progression here. So let's see what we'll be looking like here. Bouknight's by LaMelo. Everybody is going up, which is actually really good. Hold on. So Bouknight, we should have a rotation. Maybe we have a lot of small forwards though, so that might keep Drake Powell out of the rotation. Which we might actually end up trading Cody Martin. So let's see what we can get for him. A first round pick seems he's pretty crazy in my opinion. So a guy like Derrick Jones off the bench would not be terrible, but I'm not gonna do it. I actually have a trade in mind we can go ahead and do to upgrade our bench real quick. So I'm going to try to talk to the New York Knicks about Dante DiVincenzo here. So he would be a really good role player for us, about 12 points per game, 5 assists, shooting 38% from 3 off the bench. That would be amazing for us. So I'm offering James Bouknight, and I'm also offering one of these small forwards. Is going to have to be either Nasir Little or Cody Martin. I would rather trade Cody Martin. So let's say it's James Bouknight, Cody Martin. Let's say it's a 2029 first round pick for Dante DiVincenzo. I think this is a pretty fair value, and they are going to decline, which is where we might have to include Nasir Little or somebody else in there, which, mean, I don't feel great if we can include Bryce McGowan's in there, which, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be too bad to do that. And they're going to agree we get Dante DiVincenzo on the team. He should be a really good upgrade for us. So, Dante DiVincenzo should make our bench even better. And then player progression, like I said. Then I will see you guys at the beginning of the season to go through our rotation. Let's see if we can make a great playoff run, because I definitely think, we are capable of doing that. So let's download the 2026 draft class. So let's go ahead and download that real quick and then advance to the next season. So your Charlotte Hornets rotation 2025. We got LaMelo Ball, not DiVincenzo. Actually, they want to start DiVincenzo, which I kind of want to start Jacoby Walter over him, which that's what we're going to do. So LaMelo, Kobe Walter, Brandon Miller, Kuminga, Mark Williams, DiVincenzo, Nick Richards, Little Sam Morrell, and then Nick Smith Jr. I'm actually going to go ahead and probably give these minutes to Drake, or should we? Do we give Little the minutes or Drake Powell? I'll figure it out, but I do want to get Bobby Clintman in there. That's the thing that I do want to do, so we're going to... I feel like somebody shouldn't be in here, and it's probably going to be Sam Morrell, right? We already have a bunch of two guards coming off the bench, so I'm putting in Bobby Clintman over Sam Morrell. So I'm going to do that, and I will see you guys at the end of the season. I'll go ahead and send Drake Powell to the G League, which it might not be the smartest thing to do for now, but just to get him some reps, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So at the end of the season, we ended up being the number 3 seed in the Western Conference heading into our player stats. We had about 21 from LaMelo, 20 from Brandon Miller. He's developing really, really nicely, as you can see. But we also had about 17 from Jacoby Walter. He ended up being a really good player for our, starting and maybe, backup shooting guard spot, averaging 17 points per game, shooting 40% from 3 on this season. Mark Williams was, 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 block per game, plus 1 steal. Just great production out of him. 15 from Kuminga, 8 from Drake Powell. I put him in the rotation over Nasir Little, and he actually played a lot better, getting 8 points, 2 rebounds, shooting 48% from 3 and 51% from the field. 8 from DiVincenzo. He had 7 and 7 from Nick Richards, 6 from Nick Smith, 6 from Nasir Little, 4.5 from Bobby Clintman, and 3 from Sam Morrell. But now we got Indiana, so they have Terry Halliburton, Andrew Nimhard, or no, we have Atlanta. So Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, DeAndre Hunter, Cooper Flanagan, Kid Kungu, Trey Lyles, AJ Griffin, Bogdan, Kobe Buffkin, and Melvin with Justy Winslow. I haven't heard of that name in over a year, man. I'm pretty sure he's still a free agent, though, right? I think he is, but let's see if we can beat the Atlanta Hawks here. They still have DeJounte Murray, which he's going to be 100% traded. I don't know if I want him traded to the Lakers anymore. Obviously, that's my favorite team because, D'Angelo Russell hasn't playing like a superstar, but I don't know. It's just it just comes down to the playoffs if he's gonna keep playing like this. I don't know, man, but like I said, so we got a game 7 here. See what happens. So game 7, I should have fixed rotation. I kind of sold there, but so whatever. Let's just see if we can win with the rotation that we have right now, and we are going to go ahead and win. So 106 to 108. We I wouldn't say it's a blowout, but we beat them pretty good. I'm gonna run a 9 rotation, and yeah, I'm gonna run a 9 man. That obviously will kick Sam Morrell out of the rotation. Don't know why I had him in anyway. We might even run an 8 man, but Nick Smith is hot right now, so I'm not gonna take him out. I'm not gonna take him out unless we have to shrink our rotation to get our players more minutes. I won't, but let's see. Alright, so now we got the Pistons. So Kay Cunningham, Donovan Mitchell, Asar Thompson, Isaiah Stewart, Miles Turner, Jaden Ivey off the bench with Marcus Sasser, KPJ, Monte Morris, and Adim Bone. Alright, honestly, this team is really guard heavy. Jaden Ivey off the bench I kind of like, though. Marcus Sasser as a backup point guard is great. KPJ. But yeah, so let's just see if we can go ahead and beat the Pistons, though. So game 1, they're going to take game 2, game 3. Okay, we're gonna get swept just like that. So the Pistons have our number right now. Let's see, and we're gonna have to deal with the Thunder in the finals anyway, because in every single video it ends up being them. It's kind of boring at this point. But let's see the Thunder. Let's see the Pistons. So Oklahoma City has Chet Holmgren as a free agent. I'm 100% sure he's not leaving. Got Jalen Williams is a free agent. They actually could lose many of these guys. Heath Wallace is an option. Stephon Cassell has an option. Wallace is an option. Wiseman is a free agent. Don't know how they got him. Ludor, I guess he already signed there. They have a really good team, but hopefully they can lose some of their guys. We can be in the good. So I didn't look at the Pistons. So let's look at the Pistons, see what they're. Donovan's under contract. Let's see, Cade under contract. Jaden Ivey is a free agent this year, at least I think so. He is, so that should play in our favor. Miles Turner's also a free agent. Star Thompson has an option. Marcus Sasser option. Isaiah Stewart, most of these guys are on option, so it doesn't matter too much. So let's head to the draft lottery here. I definitely think we're ready. I definitely think we're one move away, because if we want to compete with these good teams, we might have to make like a blockbuster trade if we want to do that. So do we have any, first round picks? And we actually do. We got pick 26 and pick 3. I'm gonna draft because I think a rookie has more value than a pick. So Jasper Johnson, I'll go and select him, and then I'll select Kanye Rose. I'm accepting Miller, Walter, and Nick Smith Jr. So qualifying offers, we got Mark Williams and Bobby Clipman. Okay, and then in free agency, we have Mark Williams as a free agent, Nick Richards as well. So Mark Williams is obviously getting that extension, is getting a bag. Then Nick Richards is another guy that I'm paying as well. So I'm paying the both of these guys pretty big contracts. They are really good, impactful players for our team. So let's just read the two of those guys, and after that, there's nobody else instead of Bobby Clipman that I'm concerned about, but we have LaMelo, Nick Smith, you got Jasper Johnson, which we could trade him, Jacoby Walter, Dante DiVincenzo, Brandon Miller, Nasir Little, Drake Powell, and Kanye Rose, Jonathan Kuminga, Mark Williams, Nick Richards. So if we can sign like a third string center for like a minimum contract, that would be great. But after we make a trade, we'll most likely do that. So we have assets. We have a lot of assets. So I'm gonna try with these, guys like Jasper Johnson, 2.5-star. As you can see, we also got Nasir Little, 2-star value. We also have, Kanye Rose. So we can read these guys, and then maybe we can include another guy in like maybe 2028 first. We get that is the pick we got from Dallas, so that should be valuable. And then our pick, we can also maybe throw a pick swap in there, this net swap. So honestly, this wouldn't be a terrible offer to throw. So let's go ahead and see what we can get for this trade package. Alright, there's a couple guys that I would have interest in trading in. Here's to go down the line right here. My number one target, like if it's later in the season, if it's at the deadline, I want to get him, and I feel like he would be a great addition. That is the New Orleans Pelicans, Zion Williamson here. They do have Herbert Jones and James Valanciunas on the trade block, but they're buying. But the thing is, they have Zion listed as untouchable, which he's usually not an untouchable, but for some reason he is now. I mean, I guess they have an okay team, but I mean, maybe I know he's an untouchable, but they're buying, so he's not really impossible to get. At least that one 2K. There's the other guy that I had interest in was actually the Cleveland Cavaliers. That was Evan Mobley. I was looking at him, monitoring him. Right now, the Cavaliers just finished 34 and 48 on the season. They're buying once again, and they have nobody untouchable. So we can go after Garland, we can go after Okoro, we can go after Jarrett Allen, and Evan Mobley. So a lot of options we have, but at first I'm going to try to get Zion Williamson. I don't care if it's later in the season. I don't care if it's now. Right now, I'm going to try to get Zion here. 25 points, 7 rebounds, 37% from 3, even up that 3-point percentage. So honestly, him on the team would be great. So we'd probably have to include Jonathan Kuminga, and then we need about 3 more million. So Nasir Little will probably have to be in the trade, and then a young player like Jasper Johnson, which his value went down since the team really is no need for a point guard if you release something like that. And then we can add Kanye Rose, and then this 2027 pick, then this 2030 pick from us. So this might be a not the best trade package. All not including you guys will throw more first. So act like these picks are like 2 years apart. I doubt they reach this. I just doubt they say yes to this. They probably won't, and they're gonna decline, which is fair. I'll throw Nick Smith in there if it means we can get Zion. They're still not gonna agree. Want to throw DiVincenzo in there, but like I said, I mean, if we're getting Zion Williamson out of it, I'll throw him in there, and they don't agree. So I'll throw it one more first, and then that's it. We're not getting Zion. Maybe later in the season we can throw an offer at them. Hopefully Kuminga can go up more overalls, but right now we're not getting Zion. So let's go after Evan Mobley now. Another guy that I don't know if they would even a trade right now, but him on this team, like I like Jonathan Kuminga, but if we can get Evan Mobley, that would be like the icing on the cake. So salaries match up, and then we can include maybe, let's say, Jasper Johnson, which he has 2.5-star value with them, so we can play for them. Then we can also include maybe Connie Roth, and then let's say we include a 2027 our pick, and then a 2030 first round pick. We can maybe include that Mavericks pick instead if they have interest in that. Or that's that picks have to be separated from 2 years. So Kuminga, Jasper Johnson, Kanye Roth, and then you can even argue that he might be even worth another first, maybe a pick swap as well. So Kuminga, Jasper Johnson, Kanye Roth, 2027 first round pick, a 2030 first round pick, and a 2028 pick swap for Evan Mobley, and they are gonna decline. Fair enough. I'll still have a pick in there, and they don't agree. They say no. So we might have to include DiVincenzo. I'll try a little. It's not gonna get it done. I'll try DiVincenzo. This might get him to agree. Which I don't want to trade our last asset, for Evan Mobley. I feel like role players are more important, but let's do it. Let's go. They don't even agree to that. Wow, they don't even agree to that either. I'm not trading to Kobe Walter, obviously. I mean, I guess I'll include Drake Powell, even though he's shown some potential of being a really good player. I'll include Drake Powell. I'll include Drake Powell. I'll see. They still don't agree. Another first, they don't agree. Maybe we wait. Maybe we wait to make a move once we can go after like a smaller guy, which I really don't want to do right now. Porzingis would be the other guy. We can play him. We can play him and Mark Williams together. Which I don't know if that's the great thing in the world, but let's say Mark can do the rebound. He can still average 16. Porzingis can be a shooter and a scorer next to Mark Williams. I mean, it's okay. It's good. I like it. I kind of like it. So maybe we can try. I'm obviously not offering all this. The only thing I'm offering probably is Kuminga, Jasper Johnson, and a first, and they might even agree to that. That's the funny part. So Kuminga, Jasper Johnson, and a first round pick. For Porzingis, I don't know if this is the best option, like I said, but there's really nothing else we can go after. Keep looking. We can go after Lauri Markkanen. I'm not really feeling him today in this video, so we can go after Polo Banchero, which I don't know about that, but he might be a little bit easier, but you know what? Screw it. Let's go after Polo Banchero. Let's go after. Things can change. Maybe Polo. He doesn't like. He doesn't. He wants to request a trade from that team, and he doesn't like it anymore. So obviously, if we can get Luka, that'd be amazing. But that's not happening. So let's go after Polo Banchero. Polo Banchero, Kuminga, Jasper Johnson. He has a bigger contract than most of these guys. I'll be wanting to include Drake Powell. If we can get a guy like Polo Banchero next to LaMelo Ball, 26 points per game, 39% from three. Kuminga, Jasper Johnson, a first. I'll even offer all the firsts I can possibly throw at you to get him, and they are going to. They're in contention mode. Okay. I'll also include Dante DiVincenzo, and they agree. Paulo Banchero, welcome to Charlotte. But yeah, okay. So now we traded a lot. We traded half of our bench. Let's go to that trade again. So we basically traded Kuminga, Jasper Johnson, Drake Powell. Kuminga was the only guy that would really get a consistent role. And we also traded a couple first, but DiVincenzo was the guy that hurts the trade, and he was a really good backup too for us on and off the bench. Also, we still have Nasir Little on the team. Maybe I should have tried him instead of Drake Powell instead of going all in like that, but. It's cool. It's cool. So we need a backup two now, obviously, since we really don't have that. So I see Malik Beasley out there. If there's somebody that can develop for us, like Cam Reddish, but at this point, I don't know. He's still at 75. So I guess we can go after like Malik Beasley off the bench. Nice shooter. Can play, minutes off the bench for us. I'm gonna give him a 1-year deal. So 1-year deal, Malik Beasley. I'll sign him, and then Bobby Clement will be back. We actually should be fine. Yeah, so Bobby Clintman qualifying offer, and then third string center, Luke Cornett. Welcome to Charlotte, Luke Cornett. Then Sam Merle, probably not going to bring him back, so, Bobby Clintman will be back, Luke Cornett will be the third string center, and then and just in case we can still sign, somebody like a, I mean, who's really out there? I guess we can bring like a Chris Boucher to a minimum as well, just in case Bobby Clipman, for some reason, decides to not accept his qualifying offer, and then we can also sign another guard. Why not, man? So I see a guy like Skylar Mays, another guy that I definitely think a team could definitely take a chance on. He's actually a really good player, and we can also bring in. I mean, that might be it after this signing, because we still need room for Bobby Clipman. Actually, we can sign one more person, then we'll have 15 for that to be Bobby Clipman, but I think we have enough as it is right now. I'm done. Then Bobby Clipman, hopefully he can come back on his qualifying offer, and he's back. Okay, Bobby Clipman's back. Well, we got LaMelo going up, we got Paul McCarroll going up, we got Jacoby going up to 86, who 100% be the starting two guard this year. We got Nick Richards, Malik Beasley, Nick Smith Jr., we got Sheer Little going up, and we got Chris Boucher going down. I would have loved for like Kanye Roth. We just drafted him. I don't know what I'm talking about, but our depth isn't terrible, even though it does suck trading a guy like Dante DiVincenzo. So that Jacoby Walter can make up for all that, in my opinion. So let's just see. Let's go ahead and download the 2027 draft class. Let's go to this rotation. So 2027, and then your rotation heading into the season is so your rotation is, hold on, I can click it. Okay, here we go. LaMelo, Jacoby Walter, Brandon Miller, Paul Carroll, Mark Williams, Nick Richards, Malik Beasley, Nick Smith Jr., and Nasir Little, and then that'll be it. So Bobby Clemens still has the rotation. I expected him to go up, so that actually sucks. But see you guys at the end of the season. We can still try to go after Evan Mobley. You can trade Mark Williams for him, but I feel like Paul Banchero is just the upgrade we needed on our team. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. At the deadline, I'm going to try to get Cam Whitmore here. I'm offering this to Little and a first-round pick in 2 seconds to get Whitmore, and they're going to decline. At this point, I'm going to do two firsts for Cam Whitmore, and they're still going to decline. 2 firsts for Cameron Whitmore, and they're still going to decline that. Wow. I just want to get off Mr. Little at this point, so I'll be willing to include Bobby Clipman. I'll be willing to include Bobby Clipman. He's not playing any minutes anyway for us. For Lindy Waters, sure. Let's do that, and then this is gonna be probably gonna be the last year. So let's go ahead. Let's get a bench piece and Cam. Okay, okay, I don't know who gave him a no trade clause, but anyway, let's see what else I can throw on there. Who gave him a no trade clause, man? I don't get that, but we're not getting Whitmore. Let's just move on to the next option. Goodness, they wanted you to know. Agree to a single trade package we offer at them. We can get Max Strauss. I'm at least trying to, cook up something here, but there's really nothing we can cook up if we can't get a trade to go through. Paney, Kispert, Tumani Kamara, Dante Exum, Andrew Wiggins, Lou Dort, somehow he signed a minimum, which, I mean, I don't know if we can, get that. Yeah, we can. We probably can. Can't we? Unless we include them. It's not like a really cheap contract in there, like Kanye Roth, 2027 first round pick, a couple seconds as well, and we're okay. Look, they agree. We get Lou Dort. Okay, so Lou Dort, we get a first round pick for him. I mean, we trade a first round pick to get Lou Dort, so we didn't even have to trade Nick Little. So now let's throw Skylar Mays and Nick Little in there to see what we can get. So, I mean, I like seeing anything. D'Angelo Russell is interesting. We can get him as a bench piece, which that would not be terrible for us. But there's really nothing that's too standing out for me right now. We can get Jet Howard after we lose our, we got Malik Beasley. Right now he's averaging 11.8 points per game, shooting 46% from beyond the arc. So, let's just leave the show. Let's just leave him for now. He will be a free agent in the offseason. We are the third seed again. We got Toronto. So quickly, RJ, Scotty, Tobias, Miles Henry, Yakin Pearl, Bruce Brown, Grady Dick, and Dennis Schroeder. So we made a quick turnaround at the end of the season. So not going to shrink our rotation. I feel like our guys can hold their ground. So against Toronto, for some reason I got a bad feeling about this, but I don't. But we got to play Orlando now. Which obviously we didn't. I mean, we did just trade with them. So we got Orlando. So Orlando. Travis Proctor, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, Cameron Booster, Jalen Durden, Kuminga off the bench with Dante DiVincenzo, the guy didn't want to trade, averaging 10 points per game, 47% in playoffs. Kuminga 18. So But Paulo Banchero, I feel like he's a stud, right? We all can agree about that. He averaged. We got LaMelo averaging 21 and 11 points per game. We got 21 from Paulo Banchero with 8 rebounds, 5 assists, almost one steal, almost one block as well. 18 from Brandon Miller, 17 from Jacoby Walter, 17 from Mark Williams, or 14, 10, and 1 block. We got 10 from Malik Beasley. He was a really good addition to this team. I don't expect him to be that good, but against Orlando, like I said, let's get on to it. Let's go simulate first round, and we're gonna beat them. We're simulate current round. Now we got Washington. So Murray, Davis, Johnny Davis, Denny of Dia, Tari Eaton, Alex R. Ball, Coulibaly, Kyle Kuzma, Ty Jones, Jalen Smith, and Jordan Poole. It's definitely a good team. I don't get the addition of Jamal Murray if they're, still in rebuilding mode, but it's a pretty good team. Game 1, we're going to take. Game 2, they evened it up. Game 3, we take the 2-1 lead. They evened it up 2-2. We take the 3-2 lead, and we're going to beat them in 6. Play Oklahoma City, man. Shea, Giddy, Ace Bailey, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Stephon Cassell, Keeson Wallace, AJ Bonstad, Andrew Russell, Floyd Benduga, Carter Bryant, Damian Sarr, Oscar. Here we go, man. Alright. Can we win it? Can we win it, though, man? It all comes down to this. Right, series right here. Game 1, we're 3 games away. Game 2, they evened it up. Game 3, they take the 2-1 lead. Okay, let's even the series up. I want to give more minutes to Nick Richards. If you guys want to do that, sure. Whatever you guys want to do. So, let's win the game. Let's go ahead and even the series up. And we are going to, hopefully, continue the lead. And we are going to even, never mind. They come back at the very freaking end, bro. There's no way they came back like that. Brandon Miller had 43, Jacoby Walter had 41, and then the rest of the team just didn't show up. They just didn't show up. Well, LaMelo, I know you got 13 assists, but you can't be getting 5 points, man. Well, we need you to do a lot more. We can't have Brandon Miller and Jacoby Walter doing every little thing out here, but, OKC played team basketball, as you can see, but they're going to go up 3-1. Give a run to Jacoby Walter after he, just had an insane game. I'm tweaking the bench utilization down to like a 50 because, for now, I just want to win this game. I'm tweaking the bench utilization down. Like, might have run an 8 rotation. We might even do that, which I'm actually going to do. I'm going to run an 8 rotation. Nick Smith wasn't doing much anyway, so we're playing our 8 best players, Malik Beasley, Lou Dort, and Nick Richards off the bench, with Mark Williams, Paul Banchero, Brandon Miller, Jacoby Walter, and LaMelo Ball as your rotation. This is an insane rotation. We cannot get our, spirits crushed by Oklahoma City. But, hopefully we can keep on to the lead, keep going. Okay, we get 2 games of them. 32 from Jacoby Walter. He's turning into a superstar against this team. Alright. Game 6 here. Can we go ahead and even the series up and then hopefully win one more game and then we can win a championship and then we're gonna win it. We're gonna win it. But I don't know. I'm not getting my hopes up that high yet because for some reason it always happens to me in 2K. Like, I think we're gonna come back. We successfully pull off the 3-1 comeback, but then we just go ahead and lose. And then we just go ahead and lose in Game 7 and. Watch it. I'm not gonna say it's happened, but if it happens, that'll be crazy, and we are actually gonna blow them out. Never mind, bro. I guess it doesn't happen all the time. We're gonna beat Oklahoma City. We're gonna that epic 3-1 comeback. We're the second team to do it ever. 26 from Brandon Miller, 25, 6, and 19 from LaMelo. Like, if you're doing this, then I can see. And then 20 from Banchero, 19, 16, 9 and 10, 8, and then 5. We're champions. Let's go. Ponce P is actually going to Paulo Banchero over LaMelo Ball, which is very interesting here. How much did he average? Because I don't know if he should be winning. I mean, LaMelo. I mean, I guess points matter. I guess so. I guess that's what we're saying basically. But we had a championship in Charlotte here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I have a very interesting video coming out for you guys soon. So hope you guys enjoy that. Then I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.